Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another video in the Ultra League. So these are battles that I did on stream, and it's going to be the same team that I climbed really well with, Defense Deoxys, Cobalion, and Pidgeot. But I am running Thunderbolt on Defense Deoxys. So I think both Thunderbolt and Rock Slide are both really good moves. They both hit the flyers, but Thunderbolt is going to do better against the Tapu Fini, which I was struggling with, right? I also struggle with Cresselia, but I struggle with that in general with this team. But either way, let's go ahead and dive right into these battles. And yeah, I mean, I got to my season high. We're going to be looking at a 4-1. Really positive sets, not a single negative day with this team. I did have 1, 2, 3, but other than that, all positive sets. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So yep, same team. We're going to be able to get off that Thunderbolt into that Charizard. Very nice. Charizard is kind of one that I struggle with as well. It just does so much damage. It gets to the moves really fast. Obviously, they can go for the Blast Burn. This trainer does bait me, which is unfortunate. But they bring in Wolverine. I'm going to bring in my Cobalion. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and go for these Sacred Sword attacks right now into the Wolverine. And Wolverine is going to take it. Very nice. They do go ahead and get to an attack. I assume it's going to be an Earthquake. I don't think they're going to bait here. And they do throw the Earthquake, but we could take it. It's a non-shadow Wolverine, so we're not going to go ahead and shield that. We're going to go ahead and throw this Sacred Sword into the Wolverine. This is going to be enough to KO. But they bring in the Charizard, and we're going to go ahead and throw the double kick. They have to shield. I mean, they have to start shielding, right? They have no choice. That would KO, so they have to. But are they going to be able to farm me down? They are going to be able to farm me down before I get off that other double kick. And they do go ahead and throw an attack. I am going to go ahead and shield with my Pidgeot. I want to be able to debuff them before they get to another one, but they have another one. Oh my gosh, this is a Shadow Charizard. Isn't enough to KO. It is not enough to KO. We barely live that, and we farm down, and we take that win. Good game to my opponent. Definitely a tough one. Definitely a tough one. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. So we're closing in on Expo, which is really exciting. We have Charizard in the lead. Obviously, Rock Slide against Charizard would be better, although Thunderbolt is super effective as well. Rock Slide is double super effective, and Thunderbolt does take a little bit longer to get to, right, than Rock Slide. So they actually try and catch on their Trevenant, and it's amazing that I didn't throw because we could bring in Pidgeot. Now, the thing about this matchup is you really can't farm down. I guess Trevenant is a little bit too bulky to be able to farm down. So what I do is I throw the Feather Dance. You could undercharge it. I undercharge it to a nice. You don't have to tap any bubbles. And now I can farm down because they're debuffed. The Seed Bombs are not going to be doing as much, of course. They don't do much anyway, but they start to add up, right? So we're going to be able to farm down, and we're going to get a lot of energy with this Pidgeot. Absolutely incredible. They're going to be able to throw another Seed Bomb at us. Totally fine. They do bring in a Wolverine right now, and I'm going to go ahead and throw the Feather Dance into the Wolverine just to neutralize it, right? They don't shield that, and we're going to be able to throw the Brave Bird now. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it, see if they want to shield this, see if they want to let it go, and they do let it go. It doesn't KO, but they do let it go, which is really nice. They do get off an attack. I knew this was not an Earthquake, so it's going to be an Icicle Spear. And they bring in Charizard. Now they have to shield. I mean, they have to. They have no choice, right? We have a lot of energy on Defense Deoxys. We're going to go ahead and throw the Psycho Boost. We're going to go ahead and throw the Thunderbolt now. See if they want to shield. And they actually do shield. Very nice. So we get both shields. And we get to another Psycho Boost. They are continuing to farm up, which allows me to get off this Psycho Boost. Again, Charizard is tough. Charizard is tough. Not going to lie. I do want to try a team with Regirock, to be honest. Because I feel like Regirock with the flyers like Pidgeot, Charizard, and Talonflame will do really well. Blast Burn is going to KO me. Totally fine. We'll just let it go. We're going to bring in Cobalion. They do get off an attack. I'm going to go ahead and shield this. I also survive a Blast Burn anyway. So they actually bait me, so good bait by them. Now they're going to go ahead and throw the attack, which is going to be a Blast Burn. But again, I do survive it from a non-Shadow Charizard. Barely, but we do survive it. So we get off the Stone Edge, and the Stone Edge is going to be enough to KO the Charizard. And in comes Wolverine. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my Pidgeot just to wing attack it down. And that is going to be a good game. Very well played to my opponent there. But yeah, Charizard, definitely a tough one. Going up against Scrafty now. Okay, so against Scrafty, Thunderbolt is going to do better because Rock Slide is resisted. The main reason I added Thunderbolt on it is for the Tapu Fini, as I already mentioned. But yeah, Tapu Fini definitely a tough one. But it will help against Scrafty as well. I usually shield the first attack because they're going to get to more foul plays. They're unlikely to bait there. I see no reason why they would bait the power up punch there. So we're just going to go ahead and throw the Thunderbolt. I did not expect a shield from my opponent, but they do decide to shield. and they're going to be able to throw another Foul Play, totally fine. We're going to go ahead and let that one go. And we're going to go ahead and throw the Thunderbolt now. So see, if they want a double shield, they do not want a double shield, so that will be enough to KO. And in comes Pelipper. The beautiful thing is here, we're going to CMP on the move, and obviously they're going to win CMP, but a Weather Bolt is not enough to KO me, and they know I have Thunderbolt. So it's not like, I mean, they survive a Rock Slide, but the same can't be said for a Thunderbolt. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Thunderbolt, and they're going to have to shield that. They will be able to farm us down totally fine. I think I bring in the Cobalion here, because I know Stone Edge KOs it. Could bring in the Pidgeot as well. Brave Bird would almost KO it, if not KO it, but they bring in their Tentacruel. Very cool there. So this is interesting. I'm going to go ahead and let this one go. You could shield this one because the first attack obviously going to do more. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Feather Dance. The reason I throw the Feather Dance is because I knew a Brave Bird would not KO from that health, and I don't want to debuff myself. I'd rather debuff them. So we're trying to get to the Brave Bird so bad. We really want to get there, so I shield this one. So again, shielding the first one obviously would be better because it does more damage, but it is what it is. That's not what we did. We're going to go ahead and throw the Brave Bird now into the Tentacruel. That's going to be enough to KO. They bring in the Pelipper, and we have the Stone Edge, so we're going to be able to win this one. Even if they have a Hurricane, which they don't, it's not going to be enough to KO my Cobalion, whereas the Stone Edge is going to be enough to KO their Pelipper. So Pelipper, really cool Pokemon. I've used that as well in the Ultra League. I think it's pretty good with Charizards running around everywhere. So good game to my opponent. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We have Defense Deoxys into Registeel. Okay, so against Registeel, Thunderbolt will be better than Rock Slide, of course, because it is neutral, right? And yeah, I think we CMP in there. We're going to be able to throw the Thunderbolt immediately before we possibly get debuffed. And they're going to be able to throw an attack at us. We're going to let the first one go. Yeah, this is not really the greatest matchup for Defense Deoxys, especially when they get an attack debuff, but it's fine. We're going to be able to throw a Thunderbolt into the Registeel. And we're going to be able to win this matchup, but we do have to invest the shield if we want to win it. They do throw an attack at us. I do invest the shield, and it's going to be a Zap Cannon. Of course, they're going to be able to get another debuff, which is unfortunate. But we're going to be able to throw the Psychic Boost, which will KO the Registeel. I don't anticipate a shield here, so we're going to be able to take Switch, and we'll see what decides to come in. It is going to be Charizard, so unfortunately, they're going to be able to farm us down. I do throw the Thunderbolt. Maybe it would be better to throw... Well, they're double debuffed, so they do actually shield that, even though they're double debuffed. And we barely make it, but they actually throw very beautiful counting and timing on my opponent's end. So yeah, that's gonna KO us, but at least we got the energy from them, because Charizard with energy is very scary, right? So I do go ahead and shield this one up. Gonna be Blastman. It is gonna be Blastman, so we do correctly shield that. But they have another one. They have another one. No, they charged up a lot of energy, and they're gonna be able to throw the Blastman at us. And I go ahead and go straight Brave Bird. I'm not gonna go ahead and bait. And they actually shield, which is really unfortunate. If we threw if we threw the Feather Dance, it would have been debuffed. It would have been better for us. But what can I say? Like, a lot of times they call it, so I just went for it, and you know, they ended up shielding it. Good game to my opponent. Well played to them. Let's go ahead and move into the next one. Defense Deoxys into Tapu Fini. Again, this is the main reason why we put Thunderbolt on Defense Deoxys, but they actually catch onto Galarian Stunfisk. Beautiful catch coming in from my opponent. Yeah, I just threw it right away. I haven't had Finis try and catch or anything, so I just went ahead and threw it right away. I'm going to bring in my Cobalion. Going to go ahead and go for the Sacred Sword right now. Very nice. They're going to be able to get off an attack, and I do go ahead and shield, hoping that they do not bait me, but they actually do, which means I really can't farm up much extra energy. We're going to go ahead and throw. I could have went out a little bit more, but we're going to go ahead and throw this Sacred Sword, and they actually do shield. So this means that I could shield this potential Earthquake, and if it is an Earthquake, I could double kick down, and it is going to be an Earthquake. So we're going to be able to double kick down and get a lot of energy, which is good for us. We do go down a shield, but I do think it's worth it. We can take that energy. And in comes Tapu Fini. So Tapu Fini will be hit with this Stone Edge attack. And very nice there. We're going to be able to get to another one as well. So the Stone Edge coming out. I think they shield this one, actually. Do they shield it? They do shield it. Okay, very nice. So now shield it. Even we do have Thunderbolt on that Deoxys, right? They're going to be able to throw an attack at us. It's going to be a Surf. I think I live a Moonblast, so I guess they wanted to go for double serves to ensure the KO. So this is going to KO my Cobalion, and that's fine. We're going to bring in Deoxys. And again, we do survive a Moonblast, and they do go ahead and switch into Registeel. When I saw the Registeel, I was like, we don't really like that. But we're going to be able to throw this Thunderbolt into the Registeel. And we're trying to get to another one. They're going to be able to throw an attack at us. We do live it. We do live that Zap Cannon, but they actually have Flash Cannon. We do live that as well, but they do get to it faster than, you know, Zap Cannon, of course. We're going to be able to throw this Thunderbolt into the Registeel. And I really want to get to a Psycho Boost, but we can't get to it. A Brave Bird, though, will be enough to KO the Registeel at that health. So they do go ahead and throw the Flash Cannon. And I bring in my Pidgeot. And they try and catch, which is what I was looking for. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and go for the Feather Dance. We're going to undercharge it, right? And then we're going to go ahead and farm down. And then I'm going to be able to throw a Brave Bird at the Registeel. So we're going to be able to win this one. But when I saw that Registeel, I didn't have the Cobalion anymore. I was like, oh, we might be in trouble here. But no, we're going to be able to farm down. And they realized that. So, of course, Pidgeot wins CAP against Registeel. So we're going to be able to take that game. And that's going to be a beautiful 4-1 for me. And we're going to get up to 2689, so almost in the 2700 season high. And that will be it for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.